So this is Cow Beach. It's roughly about an hour and a half walking from our house. So this is beautiful. This is going to be beautiful in the summer. We can go swimming here. I'm going to do a panorama of the area. A lot of birds in the water here. What direction do you think we are facing here, sweetie?
South.
South? Some people at the end of the other pier. Beautiful spot. What color do you say that sand is? White? Sort of a sandy white, right? There's the end of the pier there, going back to land. And that's the direction we came from. And we're almost back to where we began. Beautiful, beautiful place. We'll be going swimming and picnicking here in the late spring. Well, we're going to make this our second home. We just discovered it today. See you later. Okay guys, we're back. We're doing an evening show because of the situation with our walking and getting exhausted and tired and everything, but we're getting into shape, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but we're paying for it. The other night, or other day, sorry, Lee and I walked 29 kilometers.
Yep. Which is...
And we didn't even know we walked that far. How many steps was that? 36,000 steps?
Yeah,
we went by steps, and I kept saying, how many steps now? And we're trying to get to a lake. We got to one lake and a beach. We got to Cow Beach. And then we were going to walk to another place, and they said, the sign said 5 kilometers. But there's no way that was 5 kilometers. It had to be a lot more, because we just kept walking and walking, and we find these roads to go down. And well, there was one good thing about it is actually got to pet a horse. So I said, okay, we were pretty exhausted without even knowing that we had walked that far. And we walked up the last hill, which was quite steep, and there was a guy with a big white beard and funny looking hat, and he was being pulled by his dog up the hill. And we asked him, I said, how far is the lake from here? And he says, oh, with a great big wide smile, 2 to 3 more miles. And we looked at each other and said, nah, we had enough. This is it. So we turned back and we made it home, but boy were we sore. We were really sore. We were like exhausted sore. But we had a good time, a really good time. We were joking all the way. We were sitting in the rain eating sandwiches. And friendly companionship. And all that sort of stuff.
It was extremely fun.
Yeah. So, and we discovered a lot of new places, so it was really good. And we've discovered our summer place.
Yep.
So, which is a beach, beautiful beach. And well, you saw it on this video. The front. I'm doing this right now without planning very well. So anyway, blah blah blah. Let's move on. We're doing spring rolls with rice papers.
Yes.
Rice paper. And this is rice paper from Vietnam. We found, goodbye, and a lot of sheets, and they look quality. So that's the rice paper that you'll need. We got that at the superstore. So here's the vegetables. We're going to use cucumber. We're going to use lettuce. This is iceberg lettuce. You can use any lettuce you want. In Cambodia, they usually use the garden salad lettuce, leaf lettuce, in other words. Then we have cilantro, and we have red pepper, which are awfully expensive in Canada, and we have the garden long green onions and celery. Anything else in there? No, that's it. So that's vegetables. We're going to cut most of this stuff up into thin strips. Now over here I have some garlic to fry up with the chicken and the pork, and this is Italian sausage. We're going to cook first. Unfortunately, we were supposed to go out and do some shopping, but we were too exhausted, so we have no oil, but I'm going to attempt to cook without oil.
Alright.
But anyway, so we have chicken breast, fresh chicken breast. Everything's washed. I wash everything. And this is pork tenderloin, so this will be quite nice. So that's it. I'm going to start cooking, wash my hands, start cooking. See you in a minute. Cook our meat up, and I have it on medium heat. And I have the sausages in here first. Remember, we don't have any oil. I don't have any butter. So I'm going to have to try to extract as much oil out of these sausages as possible so I can cook up my pork tenderloin and my chicken. And I won't be cooking it really high temperature in the beginning. I might sear it later, but not right now. So here we are. I put a top on it to keep the moisture in and prevent it from burning. And we'll turn it over, so it's nice. That's coming along nicely. There is some extraction of oil from the what do you call it? Sausages. The Italian sausages, which are not hot to naturally. They're supposed to be hot, right? Yeah. So we're going to keep cooking those, and then we'll come back once they're relatively cooked, and we'll start on the pork. The sausages are done, so all we have to do is transfer them over to there and let them sit. And look at the amount of oil I got from those sausages. So now I can do some cooking of the other pork. So I'm just going to take this off my heat. I don't want it to burn. I don't want to lose that. It's very valuable. Leave the stove on. And we're going to... Ooh, you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little crowded here today. We're going to put our chopped garlic there. And get the tenderloin onto the cutting board, and we should strip it, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
So let's see. We'll just cut it into. We don't need all that much because we're going to have three kinds of spring rolls, which I didn't mention. We're going to have the chicken. We're going to have the tenderloin pork. And we're going to have the sausage spring rolls, different kind of spring rolls. No vegan, no vegetarian this time. So let me see. We'll use this. 1, 2, and we'll save this for a meal. Alright, so how would I do this? Now, I guess I'll do it this way. Cut it in half like a butterfly. That. And this one here will be a smaller butterfly, but it'll be a butterfly anyway. There we go. And we're just going to chop them up. So let's see. I may even do it this way. I always change my ideas. I'm going to butterfly it again. There we go. So that'll be good. There. So now I can make my strips. I just sharpened my knife so it is sharp. But I should have a cloth under my cutting board.
Yeah, you don't want to slip.
Yeah.
So be careful.
I'm trying to be. There you go. Ooh. Let's see if we can get some oil out of that. How to cook without oil.
Try to get as much fat as you want.
Yeah. Don't let anybody tell you it can't be done.
I mean,
I've done it 100 times more.
our ancestors probably didn't even cook with oil.
What am I doing? Yeah, I'm listening to you and trying to do that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They did use the fat, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they used. They rendered the fat. So we're going to try to render that. So let's see, what else can we do here? Let's try to butterfly this way. There we go. I'll butterfly a little bit this way. Spread it out. There we go. There's no pounding here. I don't want to toughen the meat. And people say it tenderizes it. I find it doesn't. It all depends on your perspective, but I find this is called tenderloin, so it is tender. So you don't need to pound anything here.
And if your tenderloin isn't tender, it's kind of weird.
Try to get the oil from there. And we can have a taste of the tenderloin. This is not salted, peppered, anything, marinated. It's just the pure tenderloin. Smells clean. So, I'm going to add garlic to it. That's the only thing that I'm adding just for flavor, because our spring rolls are going to have a lot of good ingredients and flavor. Yeah, so that's finished. Now, it's not a good idea to cut other meats on the cutting board, like pork and chicken, but I'm cooking everything right away. And so I don't think I'm going to worry about it, but hold on a sec. Let's get this rendering. So I'm going to go right ahead and do it. You don't want to do it? Don't do it.
I don't think it's that much of a big a deal.
No, because it's going to be cooked right away. And the cutting board was washed really well. Now I wouldn't do it if I was going to cut vegetables.
No, of course not. Unless
I do the vegetables last, right?
Mm-hmm. You mean the vegetables first and then the meat?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I said it wrong, eh?
Mm.
That's why I have you here. Set me straight.
So we're cutting it in strips as well.
Yeah, so this is going into strips as well. And hopefully not my finger.
Yeah.
There we go. A little bit of fat from here. See what we get from there. There we go. I'm not going to put them all together. I'm going to keep the pork with the pork and the chicken with the chicken. So, There we go. Nope. Ripped apart there. Chicken's so easy to rip apart.
That's why you have to be more careful. I mean, it's not a big deal, really.
No, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect for this.
It's not gourmet food, like the way it's cut.
No, because it's going into the spring roll. So it doesn't really matter. There we go. It's all done. Put this away. See what we got here.
Should I come over?
Yeah, please. So, I think we got a little bit more oil from that, because it seems like the whatever was there is gone, right? Yeah. Interesting. Look at that. So we got all this oil from rendering fat from the meat. We didn't have to add anything. And just keep your temperatures low. You don't, if you cook too high, it'll burn off. Yeah.
You want to take the meat out just so it doesn't suck up?
Yeah, so I'm going to take these out. Yeah, exactly. Put these over here. We'll have to cook these a little bit more. Just a little bit. Alright, so we're going to start here with the pork. Try to keep it in the shape of a strip if you can. Okay, now this is where you start adding your spices and stuff. So we've changed our cover. Sorry, Lee changed the cupboard arrangement here. So here we are. That's what I want to add. I'm just going to add this.
What?
Nope, sorry.
Oh, okay. Steak.
Yeah, so it's grill seasoning. I'm not going to add too much. And we're going to let that simmer at the top on it. Keep the grease and the moisture in. And then everything will cook nicely. I didn't get it all in there, but it doesn't matter. So we're going to be back with the chicken in a minute, finishing off with the pork and then cooking the chicken. We'll be back in a minute. So we're going to extract the pork. It's where I want it to be. And we're going to also now cook the chicken, and then we're going to slice the sausages. So here we go. Extraction time. Look at the water that came off the pork. Oh, by the way, I added garlic, which I should have done that, so I forgot. That's my forgetfulness again. But anyway, we added some garlic to the pork, and we're adding garlic to the chicken also. For the sausages, they're already pre-spiced, so we don't have to do that. Alright, so look at that. We have oil and water from the pork. Now, chicken goes with anything. So, you know, if you make a stock, a chicken stock, you can use it for anything you want. So, it will not hurt this flavor. So, here we go. Chicken. Garlic.
Pack your man with eyes. To the hospital. Reattach him.
There we go.
He was so long. She's letting me.
And of course, this is going to be a different kind of spice on the chicken. It's going to be lemon pepper. So I'm going to add that. So let me get a spoon here so I don't stick my finger in there. Here we go. that much for now. I'll add one more. And one more. There we go. Good. So we're going to let that cook. Chicken has to be really cooked well. Pork should be 160 degrees. Chicken thoroughly through. Also pork now, as they know. If you don't want to get a tapeworm or something out of it. So I'm going to turn the heat up here. And there we go. So we're going to let that go. We're going to take this over here. Get my knife.
But in regular life.
Where did I?
Little hobbies and silly
Second off. Give it a wash. To be patient in my show. Because what? Such a small place.
Yeah.
Such a small place to do complex cooking.
So we still do it.
You still do it. Anyway, I'm going to cut these in half. There you go. Do they look cooked inside? To me they do.
They do.
They're really juicy, eh?
Yeah.
Nice. Alright, and then I'm going to cut them in half. Again. There we go. Like that.
Nice.
So these ones here, yeah, it looks nice, eh? Rich and flavorful. Alright. So that one I sort of butchered a bit, but that's okay. And here we go. They're going to be cut this way. Nice bite of meat in your spring roll. So it's just like that. So I'll do another one. And there we go. Nice. And I'll do these off camera. And I'll be back for the chicken. Alright, so here we go for the chicken now. So it looks pretty good. We're going to turn up the heat and brown everything just a little bit. And then that'll be it for the meat portion of this delicious sandwich, really. It's a sandwich roll, right? Spring rolls, they call them. And if you're thinking like egg rolls, no, that's not what we're talking about.
Egg rolls is cooked. Spring rolls are fresh.
Well, different. They're made with rice. Different kind of thing altogether. No, not deep fried. You can deep fry them.
Yeah, I do that.
But usually people don't do that. So it worked. We didn't have any fat. We didn't add any oil or anything, but we used the fat from the vegetables. The vegetables, the meat. Jeez, it's one of those nights, exhaustion, not speaking properly. It's amazing I'm even cooking. Yeah. Alright, that's good enough. We'll get the pork in there and good enough. A little sizzle. Give the pork a little sizzle. Now that's our other stuff. Rendering, eh? Get back in here. You just want to brown them a bit. Not going to get much fat out of here because it's really lean meat. I don't want to dry it out too much, so.
think that's good.
That's good. Let's take our rendering out. And we'll do, well, you know what we should have did was do this first. Then we would have got a lot of oil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to it sizzle. There you are. I'm going to turn this down now. Just make sure everything's cooked thoroughly, because these sandwiches will be cold.
Yep.
So I'll make sure everything's cooked properly. That looks nice.
Yep. They all look good.
Yep. So we're going to make 3 different times. So I'm going to put this now. Put this back here. Don't need to do it a long time. And now that I got some oil there, I'm going to put this back in. There we go. Soak up that. A little bit more flavor. Good enough. We're done. So we'll be back. We're going to do the vegetables, slice them up and make them similar to what we did here. And assembly. Bye for now. We're all ready to prepare the vegetables, so here we go. I'm going to start with the celery. Everything's been pre-washed, so we're ready to go chopping. Just let me get a container. I'll just use it. It's near. And of course we do our peeling, because I don't like the strands. Good roughage though. Good for staying regular.
Yeah.
Ooh, the big piece. This is not good. There we go. One down. So we're planning for our next big walk. So we're going to go back to the beach, right?
Yep.
So that should be good. It'll be a little warmer. This week's going to be nice and warm.
Which is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait for the summer.
Yeah, I just want warmer weather. Doesn't have to be the summer. There we go, done. So, strips, eh? So how long do you think it's going to be?
What about the same size with the meat?
Think about that? Yeah. I think the meat strips are a little bit shorter, but we'll do...
They're vegetables, so they're soft enough, so...
Mm-hmm. I think that should be good. What do you think?
Yep.
Now, when we were in Cambodia, we're doing a few dishes that are sort of Cambodian style. There was we had the roadside restaurant first, remember?
Mm-hmm.
In Siem Reap. And there was a girl named Kwan, right? Am I right or wrong?
Kwang.
Yeah. And she made these for customers. We used to help her. Became quite good at making them.
No, that's not her name. Gong.
Kong, that's it. Yeah. Forgot her name. Now, of course, I've made these many times too. We won't do everything on camera. We'll do one more. They don't have to be perfect. Do the best you can. Just make slices. Strips, I mean, like that. And it's up to you too how big the pieces you want. You think these are a little bit too big? Make them thinner.
Yeah, that's about perfect.
So there we go. Now, the onion. We don't want this part. It's not that nice. Floppy in a way. And I'll cut these ends off. And then of course here. Now, these are always a little bit more difficult to slice because they get slippery inside. There we go. And I'll try to shave it down this way. Watch your fingers as you do it. There we go. And then I can just cut it this way. And I have the onion pieces. There you go. Not bad.
Yep.
So we'll do these later. And take this out of the way. Oh, I have the lettuce soaking in apple cider vinegar. I used it all up. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it makes it more crispy and gives it a nice flavor also. So let's go this way for this. I'll just put this here. Sorry, everywhere. Take out the pulp.
Again, if you have a compost, you could use it.
Put that in the compost, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. There we go. So now we're going to do the same thing, and we're just going to make strips. There we are. I'll do that other piece later. I don't want to bore the audience.
And now the zucchini, right?
Cucumber.
Oh.
English cucumber. English style.
Yeah, I'm not used to these big ass cucumbers.
Yeah, you're used to those little wee ones.
Yeah, and these will be zucchini.
You can buy these in Cambodia though.
Yeah.
But they're not popular.
Common. The common ones are the little wee ones.
Almost pickling size. A little bit bigger, but big pickle size.
Yeah.
Supersonic, I mean super sized. And there we go. We got one more. Okay, there. So, what else? The cilantro, we will just cut it in half and put it in for flavor. We don't have to really do too much with it because it's already like a strip. So, and then the lettuce, I'll try to cut it into strips as we go. So let's see what we got, because this is what was left of the iceberg lettuce. So sort of like that, but I'm not going to do it all same as the cilantro, because I want it to soak, and then I'm going to really dry it off with my with my spinner. And so that's what it'll look like, sort of like that. And that's it. With the meat and the vegetables, we're all ready for rolling. So we'll see you when that moment comes. Okay, so we're back, and Natalie's going to show you how to prepare the rice paper. And here we go.
Alright, first you will soak the rice paper evenly around. You don't want it too soggy or too crisp, then it will be harder to roll.
Just enough water, right?
Yeah. On both sides. But you don't want it to be breaking, of course. So, about that. So then we're going to start with the lettuce. So we're going to put a bit of the lettuce. And we're going to put a bit of celery.
So the idea is to make them just the right size, not too small, not too big.
Yeah, but it's up to you of how big or how small.
But you
want
also
it.
have to think about the wrapper itself, right? If it's too big, it's going to stretch too much and rip.
And
so
now we're going to use cucumber. It just depends on how you want to layer it. So you can use 2 layers of rice paper or
yeah, I
one.
prefer one.
Yeah.
I don't want too much gelatinous.
And that would be red onion.
Red onion?
No,
Red pepper.
Red pepper, sorry. Alright. That's about good enough, right?
So what else are you going to put in there?
Well, we're going to roll the first up. It depends on how you can do it. You can just do it like this and put your meat, or you can roll it first and then put your meat.
Okay, what about cilantro?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome. Your sleeve's getting in the food.
Oh, sorry. So, just like that. And for this, I'm just going to put the meat. Traditionally, you just put the meat and then roll it. So, we're going to use sausage.
The sausage, yeah.
That's about, maybe a little bit more.
Sure, you're making it, so
Yeah, I think that's about good enough.
yeah, I think that's enough too, for me.
And then you kind of want to roll it, not too tight, but perfectly, because you don't want it to rip. And then you're going to roll the sides in, because you don't want the food to get out.
Well, there's 2 ways of doing it. I used to make them open.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and it's nicer. It's
Alright.
nicer to plate that way, but you do what you want to do.
Alright, I'm just used to folding the sides in, so I'm just doing it the way I was taught to.
That's because they pre-make them, and how I made them was per customer.
Ah.
So I made mine in front of the customer, or I made it to order, but I didn't pre-make a lot of them.
So
So I think she made like a lot at a
Same
time, right?
Yeah,
so-
and that's how it was taught.
Yeah.
So I'm just, you can make it longer or shorter. It just depends on how you cut your vegetable. If your vegetable is longer, it will appear longer, and if it's shorter,
Mhm.
it will appear shorter. For this case, it's kind of short, but it's thick. Should I do another one?
And it looks nice when they're open too, and you have pieces hanging out, sort of thing. It's sort of stylish in a way, right?
So do you want me to do one open?
Yeah, try one open and see how it works out.
All right. I'm not usually. I never really did. the
Well,
one.
you can experiment. It's
All
fine.
So make sure your fingers are on the camera.
No, it's not.
All right. Same steps. Usually in the restaurant, they will just get a bowl of water and then they just dip the paper in. It's faster. All right. Same steps. Celery, sorry.
Yeah, so with this one, to let you know, because you said you didn't do it before, what you're trying to do, I won't touch it, is extend it out this way. One side, you try to extend it out.
All right.
Don't bunch it all up into the center.
Is that good?
So you want to go like that, you see? Hanging out the edges. So, where's the...
Like that?
well, I'm looking for the onion.
Here.
Okay. So, hold on a sec.
You didn't really.
So like that. So it's decorative. So you can put one in there also. And the pepper,
One more.
so you stick it, let it hang out of the paper. That's it. So what else have we got? Cilantro.
Cilantro.
So the cilantro can go like that. We're over here, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to help out here and do the camera at the same time.
Yeah, just never done it before, so.
Sleeve in the food.
That's about good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you put the meat.
Yep.
We're gonna do chicken this time. That's good, right?
Well, you like to pile things, so I would do it like that.
Oh, okay. Good?
Good. Now, you want to fold the bottom over, like you did, but you leave the one side open.
Just like that.
Yeah, so fold your bottom.
What do you mean?
But this part here was to be folded normally. I can't do the camera and show you at the same time. So you have too much sticking out there.
So.
One side is to not be exposed.
Ah, so fold one end?
Yeah. Like you did the first time.
Ah, okay. Then just fold.
And then just roll. All right. So
Like that.
there we go. Now let's see how it looks. It looks nice with the... I'm trying to grab it. There we go.
Oh.
So it looks nice with it sticking out like that. It's decorative, and you can add more color to that. It's more white. I was trying to get the red pepper out to also. Natalie's never done it this way, so yeah, sort of like this. There we go.
So usually is okay.
Yeah, so it's decorative, but I wouldn't make it as long. Shorten it up and stick more out the top. So try another one like that. So I would start like, I'll let you get the moisture in there first.
All right.
Okay, so I would start putting your stuff right roughly around the middle, right? So you got all that edge to fold over, and then everything else sticks out.
All right.
So you're sort of starting your,
So right there, right?
yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, more up.
Just like that.
There you go.
So the goal is to get a lot on one side, to like decorative on one side and then
Yeah,
fold.
and the other one is just to seal it up. You get a pocket, right?
Yep. Like that. Red.
You want it to stick out. It's not going to stick out because this is your edge.
Yeah.
So you want it to stick out over that edge. You don't seem to get the picture. See? Don't be afraid to stick it out that way. There we go.
Onion.
Yeah, with a little bit of green. Remember, you're trying to be decorative. So the green will stick out there. That will look nice. Red, green.
And cilantro.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Just like that. Now, what are we going to use here? We used the chicken last time. We used the pork.
All right.
So the pork is in here.
So there.
Mm-hmm. And there we go.
Then fold it, right?
And then roll it, yeah. Or fold. Roll and fold, fold and roll.
Works.
Get your bottom nice and tucked in.
And then fold like that.
Mm-hmm. Fold it up, yeah. And roll. Tight.
Trying to. I think they've sticked a bit too out.
Yeah, you got it too far out. You'll perfect it later. But
Yeah.
you got to get the right balance. The first one is okay, but it's not enough. This one's way too much. So you got to get it in the middle. So I'm just trying to coach you and try to show you and do
Oh
the
yeah.
camera at the same time.
By the way, you shouldn't layer it together if you don't have any oil because it'll stick. So you need butter or oil too before layering it.
Yeah, you mean not layering, placing it.
Yeah, place it.
And so it doesn't stick.
then break
The
the
rice
pla-
paper doesn't stick on the rice paper.
Yeah, and it could
Yeah.
break on you.
Right, exactly.
So you need
these are just for us anyway, so it's not a problem. We're just making 4. So with this one here, I wouldn't extend it out so far. So
Should I
you
try
want?
to do another one?
Yeah, try and do another one. We'll try to perfect it.
Alright.
This will be our last one.
It's a practice thing for me.
Yeah. So that's for open end. It's just for, it's nice in a restaurant setting, like an upper restaurant, to have it open. Then you see what's there, but you don't want it hanging out like an old wilted bouquet of flowers.
No. Because you want to eat it easily as well, right?
But it's for decoration. It's more of anything. decoration. Yeah, and of course you don't want to be trying to eat sloppy, droopy stuff, right? So don't forget to get your color in there. Yeah, that's about the right length. A little bit of green if you can.
Yep.
There you go. And
Cilantro.
yep, and the sausage. Try that. Because it's longer, so curved also. All right, so let's see how this one works.
I think 2's good enough.
2's good? Okay. Give me that one. Yum. Okay, so roll it, pull it over.
Oh, this one broke.
There we go. Looks better. Let's see.
Here.
Well, put it in my hand. I can't do both. Yeah, that's much better. You see, there we are. That looks fine. Looks good. Something like that. You get better at it as you go.
Alright, I'm waiting.
Okay, so let's, the other ones we'll just do traditional. We don't have to do them like this.
Alright.
But I just wanted to show you the open-ended ones. That's a nice one there.
Well, there's my timeline of them.
There's your make. Good. So, we're going to prepare our sauces and then we're going to eat them. Okay, so here's the finished products. We're going to consume them now. And here's another one. And you saw them earlier. So I'm going to use mayonnaise. Now a lot of people will go, mayonnaise! Yeah, mayonnaise is fine. So I'm going to just use soya also. And the Khmer like to put in their traditional Thai peppers in there. So that's hot, sort of a hot soya. And Lee's is, of course, the little bundles of joy here.
I like mine more wrapped up. And
Yeah, we were just playing around.
traditionally, it is clean wrapped up, and if you are making this, you should put a bit of oil or butter, whatever you choose, so it doesn't stick and rip.
On the surface of something.
Yeah.
But the main idea is it tasty also?
Yeah.
So here we go. I'm going to try the soya first. No, I shouldn't do that end, right? And so the open end first. Here we go. Oh, all over the floor. Good. I like it. Don't have to worry about double dipping.
Mhm.
Mayonnaise.
The paper is a bit chewy. Do you find it?
It's fine.
But yeah, it's really good.
So this is a really good healthy meal because it's vegetables mostly.
There's no way that's good with mayonnaise.
Well, I beg to differ. in French cuisine, they make mayonnaise for a lot of different things.
French love their mayonnaise. You also can cut them into little sizes too, if that's what you like. You don't have to eat it as a whole.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I saw they cut them.
That's how I prefer it. It's much easier to eat. And in Cambodia, they would use, instead of soya sauce, they use fish sauce instead, mixed with hot pepper and crushed up peanuts.
Right, exactly. That's a fish sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't like fish sauce,
Mm.
so you won't catch me eating it, but
They're delicious.
I tried it. It didn't appeal to me.
They're delicious.
Just like the mayonnaise doesn't appeal to you. So. Of course, with mayonnaise you can do wonders.
Same with fish sauce.
You can put anything in there.
Same with fish sauce.
Well, not really. Fish sauce is fish sauce.
Mayonnaise, mayonnaise. Doesn't really matter what you use or do. You can put whatever in it as long as you like it. Or you don't even need to use sauce. You can just eat it.
So anyway, guys, this is it. Pretty easy to make. You can see we did a lot of trial and error there, but once you get the hang of it, you can roll them quickly. It's like when I did my egg roll and spring roll videos, and I made open end and I made close end. It went pretty fast. So until the next video, don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on notifications, and comment. And one more bite for the road.
Oh, and comment some suggestions of what you want to see.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So until then, we'll see you later.